Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Trek YT here, or Nick, back with episode number 9 of Base Showcase, and this one, as you can see behind me, is pretty impressive. Today's episode is going to be a large base, just like the last one was not a large base, so this one is going to be a large base, as I promised. This one is going to be one level, but it has a ranging of heights, so it's a little more organic, and without further ado, guys, let's jump right into more detail about it. So the base itself is relatively symmetrical on all aspects about it. So you really can set a home anywhere you want. And one little addition before I take detail through everything else is what I thought would be pretty cool is, this probably won't really happen, but if you could have the end portal in your base, that'd be pretty dope. Since it's only a one-way portal, you won't have to worry about people jumping back through it. So that could be in the center of your base, or if you want, and that's probably most likely not going to happen, you could make this like a center like home thing and just like carpet this all off, or just flatten it all off or something, and use your creative mind to make it look beautiful. So that's the first little addition that I think is pretty unique about this base. So taking it up top, all sides are relatively symmetrical, but what really makes it pop is the ceiling. It has an outline of white, so this is one of those times that I'm going to use quartz. I'll never use quartz in a full build, but I'll definitely use it to accent things because it's a really pure white block that really just pops out and is different than all the other blocks around that are nice dark smooth textures. So we got green leaves everywhere. It's a very overgrown base, sort of like, I don't know, it's like a wilderness base. I don't know, kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, like a Wookiee from Star Wars. Like, I don't know, that's a pretty bad analogy, but whatever. So everything up here is pretty symmetrical. You got tons of protected chests. One thing you could do is, if you didn't need this many protected chests, which most people won't really need this many protected chests, you could just flatten all this out and make this into like whatever you want. Like, this base could be as big as you want or as small as you want. So you really could just, like, I could take out this entire part right here, and then it could be with no water, and I could make it into like a brewing station or something like that. So it's up to you. It's all about whatever suits you best. And there's tons of drop chests. This is another thing, you don't have to have these. These are just filler things to show as an example of what could possibly be in all these little cubbies. But it goes all the way around. It's symmetrical all the way around. It's got a really nice floor pattern using these are I think dispensers. It really kind of just, I don't know, the block itself, I just like the way that the block has like an outline around it, a nice little texture and build, sort of like the andesite blocks as well, but those aren't as I guess eye-catching. So they're just, it's like a little block that just pops out at you. One thing I really like about this is you can see every part of the base from any part in the base. And what I like is this part is higher up than this, so it's sort of like, I don't know exactly what I would call it, but you can look down at it and it looks kind of cool, just being able to like see like a little like nature setting or nature little gardens around. I don't know, it just, everything really flows together. It's all the theme is very put together. It's just amazing, and I really enjoyed how I could use this bedrock down here. This could definitely be achievable if you decided to make your base all the way down to bedrock level. What you do is you just take out every block that's not bedrock, throw glass over it, and it looks really cool. And it also, what I did is I did on the other side, I filled it and made a little pond, but it also has the same bedrock down below as well, and that makes it look really cool. I know, just adding little things that aren't necessarily necessary, I don't know, it's adding, like, this part has no function to the base. None of this has function to the base at all, but it just looks great. And another thing that has function but also makes it look great is these anvils. If you wanted to repair something, you can use these anvils, but they also work great as like a staircase, or not a staircase, as like a railing or something like that, a banister. It looks really great together. It really flows. Another thing is getting lighting inside a base like this. I wouldn't really just want to shove like a light right there, so I had to make it look like it belonged there. So I had a hanging light down, and then I threw the hopper underneath. That's a great lighting technique. It works really great because just taking out this block doesn't look so good. It kind of looks weird just having like, it doesn't fit for this type of build. It fits for some builds, but this one it really just doesn't fit. So adding that hopper underneath really makes it fit really well. Another thing you may have noticed is the prismarine block that is in here. It's nice dark turquoisey green that really kind of fits in with the whole theme, but it's, I don't know, I'm just trying to range out in different blocks rather than using my normal just wooden stone type of blocks, I guess. So I'm trying to really, like, I don't know, expand more on my block selection and putting different block combos together so you guys can find blocks that work well together. And I don't know, that's what I've been trying to do a lot lately, is trying to expand my horizons and using blocks that work well together that I haven't been using lately or at all. So what you can see now is using this quartz with the with the wood really flows together, especially when you have this dark turquoisey color, which is kind of like an in-between from like a really intense color like the really pure white and then the really mellowed out like tans and browns. This kind of is just right in the middle, and it has a really good flow pattern with this block right here. So something you may notice up in the top is this little sort of pixel art. It's supposed to be a dead bush. It's not amazing, but it's the best that I could do. You can put anything up there. You can even make this into like a dome or something up here. Expand however you would like. I just think it just looks really cool just having my own little, like, I don't know, I think of like the dead bush as like my thing, I guess. I don't know. I have it in a lot of videos, and I think I enjoy having like my own signature. It's like my signature is this dead bush, and so I threw it up at the top. If you were in like a faction base, you could throw in like your faction logo or something if you have one up on top of your base. That'd look pretty dope as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one little last walkthrough of the base. So going over, I guess, a couple like techniques that I showcased in this build is, I guess, the block combos, I guess. So the quartz is a really pure white color, and then the tans of the wood are really mellowed out. So if you can like use that to your advantage to like highlight things, like for example, this quartz right here, it makes it separate these wooden blocks from the leaf blocks, and makes the leaves really pop, and it makes them so like you focus your eye more on the leaves than you do on the surrounding wooden things. But those wood things also, if they weren't there, it would just look weird. So I don't know, it's just choosing the right blocks that work well together is something, I guess, is the biggest like hassle or biggest like task at hand when you're coming to building, is finding the blocks that work really, really well together. And there's millions of blocks out there, so just keep trying, and I guarantee you'll find some sort of block combo to you that figures out that you find works well together. So finishing our little last walkthrough through this base, it's all symmetrical up here, and then down here, this is the center focal point. This sort of like circle pixel art up in the middle is a very focal point of the base. It's the first thing you really see when you look out here, and honestly, just having this open, I guess, layout of the entire base really looks really good. And I don't know what I've been doing this a lot in a lot of builds lately, is this leaf roof. I think it looks really, really cool, and I also did it in my episode 7 of this base showcase series. I used ice and stuff, and I think that having a random roof like this really looks cool, and I have an idea for another video that'll integrate some sort of way of adding this into a build that I plan on doing in that video. So look out for that video soon. I'm not going to give any details in the video because I believe that it's a pretty I guess creative idea for 1.9, so that's my only little hint that I'm going to give you guys. If you guys did enjoy this episode of Base Showcase, definitely show your support on this episode, and definitely drop a like on this video. I really enjoyed building this one. I feel like it came out amazing, and honestly, if I played factions, honestly, this is probably the base that I would go with. It looks really, really good, and I just like the nature. I always like little nature theme bases, or nature theme, I guess, anything builds. I just love the way you can bring nature into an inside build, I guess. I don't know, it just, nature, I mean, even in real life, I really enjoy just nature, I guess, in general. I really enjoy just be able to look at something, like, if you got, this is really weird off topic, but like, if you think about it, the earth is freaking beautiful. Like, I live in a place that's a little more rural, but we have a lot of mountains and stuff like that, so like, I could be driving on the highway and I could see mountain ranges for days, and it's honestly amazing. So I really enjoy where I live right now, and so that's a day's tangent. So if you guys did enjoy this video, again, just drop a like on this video. If you guys are looking for any specific type of base, I definitely saw some comments last time. Definitely keep commenting. I will definitely try to take those into consideration when building my next base showcase video. As always, guys, I love you all. See you guys later. Peace out.